Oh, good day guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we got Cassie's VL in. We're doing a manual conversion on it. As you can see, she's fucking squatted at the moment too. Shaking like a... So that one there is the auto tail shaft, and that one back there is the manual. The difference between them is from here to here. The auto, Cassie was driving around with a fucked centre bearing. Don't know how he'd feel that. It'd be vibrating his freckle like no tomorrow. And yeah, so you can see this a little bit girthier. That one's thinner. So if you swap the front half over, if you put that manual half onto this auto half, you'd be able to use this tail shaft. So what we've done is we've got the hard lines that ran up here from the gearbox, undone them from there, undone all the brackets along there. We just ended up cutting them from there and crimped that over, and it's still leaking. But because we're not going to use them again, we've undone the starter motors out, your shifter linkage is out, your speedo cable is out. We pulled that out before and had a little bit of a spillage on the ground there, but we'll keep on keeping on. Then all your bell housing bolts as well, they've all got to come out, and then there's a few little wires, a few little plugs that you got to unplug, and then the whole box should come down once you've undone that. But what we're going to do is undo that, tilt the box back a bit, keep in mind the fan on the front of the motor, and we'll undo the top bell housing bolts. They're not a cunt to get to. We also just disconnected the exhaust from there, back to there, from his extractors. They might be a little bit of a pig later on, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And of course the tail shaft, like we showed you before, was out as well. Now when you're doing flywheels, make sure you always use a nice torque wrench and torque them to spec. You got him? Click, click. Click, click. Click, click. Click, click.
Hey, that one didn't click.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that one again. Click, click. No, all deadly. All done. Now we ran into a bit of a roadblock when pulling the auto stuff out. So you got like your spacer plate for your torque converter. But here you've got this little adapter that goes into the crankshaft, and you need to remove it to put your spigot bush in there. It's fucking a bit hot still. As you can see, we didn't have any bread or anything around. If you're trying to get it out and it won't come out, you can use some bread. You can use a proper puller. You can have a slide hammer that expands inside the housing and it will pull out, but my slide hammer kit didn't have that. So what we done is we just sat a nut on there, welded her up, and it pulled straight out. And then we've just smashed the spigot bush in there for your input shaft to sit on, so she'll be minty. Rightio, as you can see, there's two different pedals. That's the auto pedal box. They're both the exact same pedal box. Just one's auto brake pedal, one's the manual brake pedal. So what you can do is you can just get this pedal itself and put that into there, and you'll be all fucking Mickey Mouse. But what we've done is we've pulled the old auto one out, got a whole assembly here, so we're just going to put this whole assembly in there and just be done with it. Right, when you're trying to do this master cylinder here, if you've still got your brake booster, your brake master in the way, all I've done is got it started by hand down under the back there, slipped a ratchet spanner on there, screwdriver on there, and then just ratcheted it until it was nice and tight. And then that one there, back there, is pretty easy to get to. Now, when you're putting a new master in as well, make sure you bleed the master on the bench, which is basically hold your finger over the hole, support the master in a vise. When you're pushing in on the piston and your rod, make sure it's full of brake fluid too. You hold your finger on there, you push in, you let your finger out. Then before you let go of the piston again, you put your finger back over it so it doesn't suck any air. And you keep doing that until it's a nice constant stream of brake fluid out. Then put your finger on it, bring it over. I connected the line up to it while the line was also connected to a brand new slave. Now I've just got to bleed the line in the slave. I don't have to bleed the master anymore. And now when you're doing the manual pedal box conversion too, you got to get on all sorts of angles while you're doing it, like this here, right? Rightio, cats. So we were trying to work out where the fuck the neutral safety switch was, and there was nothing online about it, so we're going to show you what we've done. So all of this loom here ran down to the old auto gearbox. Now when you go from auto to manual, you've got your neutral safety switch or your inhibitor switch. So it'll only start when it's in park or neutral, otherwise the car will take off. So what we were doing is we had the test light out, going through with it on negative, working out where the positives were, cracking the key and trying to look for a starter signal, and we couldn't find it. And then I come down here and we pulled this out down here. There was a relay in it. But as you can see here, purple and purple. So this is looking for the neutral safety. So I just went through, found what was the trigger, found that's feed out to the starter, made this little bypass for now. We will tidy that up later on, possibly. Definitely not going to do it, but anyways. So we just bypass that, hit the key. And she starts fucking minty.
Fucking minty.
Might do another run. So what we're doing is we've got it up on the hoist. This gearbox was unknown condition, bought it from a wreckers, so fuck knows how good it was. So first, minty, second, minty, third, minty, fourth. Bosses are making fucked up noises. And then reverse. All works good. That scraping sound you can hear is the dust protector, where your input, like your output shaft goes into your tail shaft. So we're just going to bend that back out and put the springs. No, actually we've done choppies. The springs are always in there. That's how slammed it is. So we'll put the fucking, bend that back out and take it for a test drive. It should be fucking schmiggo. Rightio, dicks, we had another issue. So, you look up under here. That's, where's my finger? That's your brake light switch sensor. So it's just, once it's pushed in far enough, the brake lights will be off. Okay, now it's out of adjustment again. So anyways, when it's out of adjustment, the brake lights are going to be on. As soon as you push your pedal down, that switch, the little dick pop out, and the brake lights will turn on. But now it's popped itself out of adjustment again, so I'll go adjust it. And yeah, the brake lights won't be on when it's just sitting there like this. So when you got to adjust your fucking clutch here, you got to get down in here, and then you can see there's your fork. The rod comes through, so you undo that nut there, and then you get some little pliers and slowly undo it until you set the right free play in your pedal, and you've got enough push, and the clutch engages properly and disengages properly. It doesn't slip and it doesn't have a little bit of pressure on it, because if it's got a little bit of pressure on it, you're going to fuck your clutch disc pretty quickly. Rightio, cunts, we finished the Lebanese Lamborghini. Now have a suss of this shit. Look at that. 3 pedals for all the action. If that doesn't make you moist, I don't know what will. And she's a manual now. All the gear sticks, snapping gears, and yeah.
Banging quiz.
Oh. I hope that's not proper. Have a listen to it. Rightio, that concludes today's episode. Coming soon for it will be plumbing up that intercooler and actually making it a turbo spec vehicle. But for now, she's manual converted, manual shift surrounds in there, factory clutch pedal is in there and pedal box. Brand new master and slave is done. He's got the turbo hubbies on there. So now it's just TD06 turbo. 1000cc injectors, factory VL turbo ECU with niche tune in it, and then just a little bit of spice, but head studs. What else? XE gate,
High mount.
Yeah, high mount, like spaghetti style, 6 boost sort of manifold, and yeah, that's basically about it.
We got the VT brake upgrade to go.
Yeah, VT brake upgrade in the front. We're going to be doing disc brake conversion in the rear, and possibly LSD and 28 spline axles. We're going to do that a way that we haven't seen done before, so stick along for that. And that's about it for this one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Upgrade adjustable panhard rod, slam it in the arse a little bit more, and probably go a little bit lower in the front once we've done that, just to get her tucking nicely and get that little bit of Cali lean going on it.